data AB, my data set name is input, name is there, otherwise company is there, company. So company is, some companies are having leading blank spaces, some companies are having trailing blank spaces, some companies are having IBM LTD only. Okay, so again here some more companies are having here. Next one is a output. Next one is a novelties. Yes. So this is just an empty space only. Then run it. Now print data is equal to my data set name is AB. You can see here AB is my data set. AB total width size is 14. You can see cursor position right side corner window 14 width size. Here I am using 14 dot only. When I submit this one, we can see it here. We have printed, but we are not displaying the leading blank spaces only. Here there is no leading blank spaces. There is here actually TCS prefix with the leading blank spaces, IBM prefix with the leading blank spaces, Optum also prefix with the leading blank spaces. But we are not displaying the leading blank spaces. I want to display the leading blank spaces also. Then we have to use here char with that. Already we have discussed in our previous classes. Now when I submitted this one, now you can see in your output window leading blank spaces, embedded blank spaces, trailing blank spaces we are printing. Only here one value IBM India, IBM Limited. So this is also I have given, for example, IBM LTD. Okay, LTD is there. This is also having leading blank spaces only. When I am submitting this one, we are displaying the leading, embedded, trailing also. Now today our functions are how to remove the spaces only. Spaces means I want to remove the leading blank spaces, I want to remove the trailing blank spaces, I want to remove the leading and trailing blank spaces, otherwise I want to remove only embedded blank spaces only. Then how can we do that? So that purpose will be used. In SAS we have separate functions are there. First function is a trim. Trim is a one function. What is the purpose of trim? By using trim function to remove the only trailing blank spaces only. Which blank spaces? Trailing blank spaces. That purpose will be used the trim function only. Trim is a one function. By using trim function, we can remove the trailing blank spaces here. So here now, okay, here data, my data set name is a AB1, set AB. Here A is equal to, A is my column name, new column name. Then what is our function? Trim. Trim is a one function. Trim of argument. What is my argument? My argument is a company. Company is my argument, then run it here. So prop print data is equal to my data set name is a AB1, then run it. When I submit this one, okay, you can see here. Now concentrate and company, concentrate and A, both are same only. I mean looks like same. But by using trim function, indirectly we can remove the trailing blank spaces. But here in this scenario TCS values both are same only. But we don't know whether we removed it or not. In the real time scenario, we have to use just a trim of argument name only. Whatever argument is nothing but a variable. Which variable wise, if you want to remove the trailing blank spaces, please mention that variable name inside the trim function. In the real time scenario, we have to use just a trim of argument name, that's only. Just a trim of argument, don't use anything. But classroom training purpose, I am changing my value. For example, here TCS is my variable. Now you can see here, I am using one star symbol. Here also one star symbol. Again here I am using TCS again. Okay, just I have given two spaces. Here I have given two spaces. Okay, now here I have given again TCS. Now you can see here. Now TCS is my value prefix with the one star symbol, suffix with the one more star symbol. I mean, starting with one star symbol, even ends with the one star symbol. Here there is no space in between. TCS ended with the some spaces only. These are the trailing blank spaces. Now you can see second TCS, second record, you can see the trailing blank spaces. But first record, there is no leading and trailing. Concentrate and third record, only leading blank spaces are there. There is no trailing blank spaces. Go to fourth record, you can see the leading blank spaces and you can see the trailing blank spaces also. Now here my value is a stances. I want to add one star symbol, prefix with and the suffix with also. Then how can we do that? So that purpose we have to use in SAS. Please use stances prefix with the two pipe symbols, suffix with the two pipe symbol. Why pipe symbols here? Okay, pipe symbol used for concatenation purpose, nothing but joining purpose only. This is my string only. My string value is a stances. So here I am using inside the single quotes pipe symbol. So here also I am using inside the single quote pipe symbol only. Why single quotes mean? That is a character. Now here I am adding this star symbol with the stances letter only. That purpose in between I am using two pipe symbols only. Instead of the star symbol, you can use any symbol, any letter, any number also. But here I am adding. Why I am adding means just for our understanding purpose I am using. But in the real time scenario, don't use the star symbol. For example, now here I remove this one. My variable name is a company. Here company is my variable. I am assigning the company values to my A variable only. Here as I said, company prefix with the two star symbol, suffix with the two star symbol. Again here I am using inside the single quotes star only. Here also I am using inside the single quote star only. Now just submit this one. When I submit it, you can see here A is my variable. TCS prefix with the leading blank spaces and trailing blank spaces. So now here only one record value doesn't have the trailing blank spaces only. Which one? Yeah, anybody? Only one record.
Third record, sir.
Third record. That is IBM India, IBM Limited only. There is no trailing blank spaces. Remaining all records having trailing blank spaces only. So here now I want to remove the trailing blank spaces. That purpose will be used. B is equal to B is my function, new column, trim of company only. In the real time scenario, we have to use only trim of argument only. Don't use anything here. But if I am submitting this one, okay, so this is the first time we are executing the trim function. That's the reason. For your better understanding purpose, again I am using here pipe symbols with the star symbol, but don't use these pipe symbols and star symbols in the real time scenario. Here I am using pipe symbols, here also I am using pipe symbol, then again I am using star, here also I am using star only. Now I am submitting this one. When I submitted, concentrate on B only. Now we have removed the all trailing blank spaces. Only you can see the leading blank spaces only. Concentrate on first record TCS. Concentrate on B column. There is no trailing blank spaces. There is no trailing. Here CTS already there is no leading blank spaces. Here we remove the trailing blank spaces. IBM India there is no trailing. Optum Novartis also. We remove the all trailing blank spaces by using trim function. Anybody, any thought, please let me know. Yes. Now anybody please let me know. TCS prefix with the leading blank spaces. IBM also prefix with the leading blank spaces. Now I want to convert these leading blank spaces to trailing blank spaces only. Then how can we do that? Already TCS 4 trailing blank spaces are there. TCS prefix with the 4 leading blank spaces. Now I want to convert those leading blank spaces to trailing blank spaces. Then which function we can use it here? Anybody? I don't want to remove the leading blank spaces, but I want to convert leading to trailing only. then which function is used? Got it, my question?
No idea, sir.
We discussed already left and right function, right?
Now use right.
Huh? So left side spaces are there. So I want to convert these left spaces to right only. That purpose will be use the left function, right? Yes and no? We
Yes.
discussed already this is yes and no. So now in the real time scenario we have to use left of company, that's only. Okay, but classroom training purpose I am using two pipe symbol, here also two pipe symbols, again I am using here star symbol, here also I am using again star symbol only. Okay, this
So
is.
what does the pipe symbol means?
So pipe symbol is useful for concatenation. Don't use these pipe symbols in your real time scenario. Got it my point here?
Okay, sir.
So why I am using pipe symbols means concatenation purpose. So for example, stances is my letter. Stances I want to prefix with the 1, suffix with the 2 only. I want to add it 1 and 2. So I want to like this 1 and I want to like this 2. But here now I want to add it, then how can we do that? So that purpose we have to use 1 is a 1 number, then use these pipe symbols. Again we can use these stances. Again 2 pipe symbol, then 2 only. So when I am submitting this one, this 1 and 2, okay, suffix with this letter, which one? Stances only, prefix with the 1 letter, and this pipe symbol main purpose is a joining purpose, concatenation purpose. I am joining with the 1 letter to my stances letter, even 2 letter also. In between I am using the pipe symbols only. That purpose will be used this one. But in the real time scenario, just to use trim of company, left of company only. Now concentrate on C column. If I am submitting this C, concentrate on C, can we see any leading blank spaces or not if I am submitting this C?
No, sir.
No, because we are converting leading to
Left.
Tailing
trailing.
blanks.
Okay, now when I am submitting this one, concentrate on C, you can see the C column, there is no leading blank spaces, but you can see only trailing blank spaces are there. Now how to remove the trailing blank spaces here? By using which function?
Right.
Right. Listen carefully, don't say left and right only, removing purpose. Again I am saying, left and right is useful for aligning. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ 4 స్పేసెస్ ఉంటే రైట్ సైడ్ కన్వర్ట్ అవుతాయి. రైట్ సైడ్ 4 స్పేసెస్ ఉన్నవి, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ 4 స్పేసెస్ ఉన్నవి. మీరు లెఫ్ట్ అనే ఫంక్షన్ యూజ్ చేస్తే లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఉన్న స్పేసెస్ అన్ని కూడా ఎటు సైడ్ వచ్చేస్తాయి, రైట్ సైడ్. టోటల్ గా 8 స్పేసెస్ అవుతాయి. గాట్ ఇట్ మై పాయింట్ హియర్. ఓకే, సో లెఫ్ట్ రైట్ అనేది నాట్ రిమూవింగ్ స్పేసెస్, జస్ట్ ఫర్ అలైనింగ్ ది స్పేసెస్ ఫ్రమ్ లెఫ్ట్ టు రైట్ ఆర్ రైట్ టు లెఫ్ట్ ఓన్లీ. బట్ trim function remove the spaces only. Now, if you see my output, concentrate on C column, which blank spaces are there? Here, C, concentrate on C, each and every record, CTS.
Tailing blank spaces.
Yeah, embedded, just leave it, concentrate on trailing blank spaces. Now, we can remove, how to remove the trailing blank spaces? By using trim function. So, first use left function, left of company. So, here, I am using my function name is a left only, left of argument only, argument. So fine. On top of this, I am using which function here? Trim only. So first, which function is executing?
Left.
Left. What is the purpose of left? To align
removing
spaces left to right.
Right.
Okay. Now we have only trailing blank spaces are there. On top of that, I am using which function again? Trim only. What is the purpose of trim? To remove the trailing blank spaces only. So here, how many functions I am using at a time, please? Two. So first, I am using left of argument only, left of company. By using this function, whatever leading blank spaces are there, we are converting all leading blank spaces to trailing blank spaces only. Once we have converted leading to trailing, on top of that I am using which function? trim function only. So here concentrate and C లో ట్రైలింగ్ బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్ మాత్రమే ఉన్నవండి. ఎంబెడెడ్ కూడా ఉన్నవి లైట్, బట్ కాన్సెంట్రేట్ అండ్ ట్రైలింగ్ బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్. నవ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు రిమూవ్ all these trailing blank spaces only. First I am using left function. Why I am using left function means whatever leading blank spaces are there, I want to convert those leading blank spaces to trailing blank spaces. After converting, on top of that I am using trim function. Now when I am submitting this one, concentrate and C only. Is there any leading and trailing blank spaces here? Concentrate and C.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Because how to remove the leading and trailing blank spaces, that is the interview question. How many functions required at a time? Trim of left or
Left. Two functions.
argument only. Trim of left or argument. Argument is nothing but a variable. First left function, we are aligning the spaces from leading to trailing. Now all spaces are trailing blank spaces. I want to remove them at a time. Then on top of that I am using trim function. Then anybody just let me know what is the difference between length and length n? Yeah? Any difference? Length and length n only. Any idea?
Yes, sir. Null. If there is a null, then
There is a
It
null.
is zero.
Then n to n function it gives 0, right?
0. Yes.
Yeah, length function by default it gives
1.
1. Here also trim is there, trim n also there. N is nothing but a null only. N is nothing but a null. So now concentrate on this. This final record is a null actually. But when we use the trim function, you can see the here you can see the 1 byte space only. See this here. Because I use the trim function. When we use the trim function, is there any variable value is a null? By default, you can see the 1 byte space only. Okay, now I don't want this byte space also. Now here I am using D is equal to, okay, see, first I am using same thing, I am copying and pasting here. There is no difference actually. I have copied and pasted, but instead of the trim function I am using which function? Trim?
Yeah.
Yeah, n is nothing but a null because see this here, C is my variable. Here you can see the when my variable value is the null, you can see the 1 byte of space only. I don't want this space also. Now I am submitting this one. When I submitted, concentrate on C and D. Is there any difference here?
Yes, sir. Last one, one
Yes. So see this, there is no here space also. The remaining values are same only, but extra. Is there any variable value is a null? I don't want to occupy the single byte of space also. In that scenario, we have to use, instead of the trim function, we have to use trim n function only. So clear or anybody any doubt here? How to remove the leading and trailing blank spaces means by using trim n of left of argument only. Trim n of left of argument, at a time we have to use 2 functions. So anybody, any doubt, please let me know. Clear means I will go for next function.
Clear.
Next one is trim n on left is a very big, I mean, sir, why we are using 2 functions? Is there any different way to use only 1 function? Is there any other function to remove the leading and trailing blank spaces at a time? Yes, one more function is there, that is a strip function only. Strip function introduced in 9.2 version. If anybody using 8 version or V6 version, V7 version, even 9 version, 9.1 version also, trim, if anybody wants to remove in previous older versions, to remove the leading and trailing blank spaces at a time, they have to use these 2 functions at a time only. Trim n of left of argument, but in the 9.2 version, they introduced the E is equal to strip of strip, strip of argument only. What is my argument? Company only. That's only. So for in the real time scenario, we have to use strip of argument. That's only. Don't use any other extra things here. Like I am using pipe symbols and the star symbols, not required in the real time scenario. but here I am using again for better understanding. So here also I am using this one. Now I am submitting this one. When I submit this one, you can see it here. Concentrate on C, D and C, D, E. Okay, D and E both are same only. So here D is my variable, E is a one more variable. E variable I use the strip function, D variable I use the trim n of left of argument only. Even if any variable value is a null, okay, we can remove that space also by using strip function. Then anybody please let me know what is the difference between trim and strip only. This is an interview question. Anyone? What is the difference between trim and strip here by using trim function?
Trim we can remove only specific blank spaces, sir.
Specific blank spaces means which blank spaces?
Either leading or tailing, sir.
No.
Only trailing.
Only trailing blank spaces.
Only trailing blank spaces. What about strip function?
Both leading and
Both
tailing.
leading and trailing blank spaces. Okay, that is the difference between trim and strip. Interview question also. Next, I will go for next function here. Anybody any doubt? Just let me know. Next one is a here. Next function is a combal. Combal is a one more function. COMPBL. Combal is a one more function. What is the purpose of combal? So here F is equal to here COMPBL. Combal of company. My variable is a company. Okay. So here combal is a next function. What is the purpose of combal means? By using combal also we can remove the blank spaces, but here especially if anybody, okay, I don't want to remove the all spaces. Here concentrate on your TCS value, multiple leading blank spaces, multiple trailing blank spaces. Here concentrate on IBM Limited, multiple embedded blank spaces are there. When we use the combal function, multiple blank spaces will be converted into single blank spaces. Multiple blank spaces means irrespective of the spaces, whether those are the leading blank spaces or embedded blank spaces or trailing blank spaces. Multiple leading blank spaces will be converted into single leading blank space. Multiple embedded blank spaces will be converted into single embedded blank spaces. Same as multiple trailing blank spaces will be converted into single trailing blank spaces by using combal function only. So here, right, in the real-time scenario, we have to use just a combal of argument only. Here I am using like this. So in this one, again pipe symbol, again this one only. Now here, just execute this code. When I am submitting this one, you can see here, concentrate on F only. You can see only one leading, one trailing. You can see one trailing, one leading, one embedded, one leading, one embedded, one trailing, again one trailing only. So by using combal function, okay, we can convert the multiple blank spaces into a single blank spaces. That purpose will be used the combal function, but not removing the all spaces. 10 leading blank spaces are there. When we use the combal function, we can convert all 10 leading blank spaces into one leading blank spaces only. Remaining 9 leading blank spaces we can remove them by using combal function. Okay, that purpose will be used the combal. Next one is anybody just let me know. Next one is our function is a compress. So what is the purpose of compress only? Okay, by using compress function, we can remove the all spaces only, whatever spaces are there. I want to remove the leading blank spaces, I want to remove the embedded blank spaces, I want to remove the trailing blank spaces. Then we have to use the compress function. Here I am using the star, then here also I am using star only. So here star. Now in the real time scenario, we have to use compress of company, that's only. Now concentrate on G only. So there is no leading, there is no embedded, there is no trailing blank spaces because I remove the all spaces at a time by using compress function. Okay, this is also one more interview question. Then what is the difference between combal and compress here? Anybody? Combal and compress function.
Compress was removing completely all the spaces like tailing, leading, and embedded also.
Okay, what about combal?
Combo will make multiple space into single space.
Single space only. Okay. So just to elaborate your answer while attending the interview. So multiple leading to single leading, multiple embedded to single embedded, multiple trailing to single trailing, like that. So next one is I am changing my example. Next compress I will go for one more class in my tomorrow's class. Tomorrow I will complete all character functions. Pending item is a date and a numeric only. This week I will complete function. Next week onwards I will go for proc step only. That step is over. Okay, proc step I will start on Monday onwards. So next one is a cat function only. What is the purpose of cat? When we use the cat function, okay, all these functions only one argument is enough only. But when we go for cat function, at least we need two arguments only. First argument and second argument separated by comma. What is the purpose of cat? Okay, now here data AE, now here input. Okay, so here f name is my first variable, then m name is my second variable, then l name is my last one only. Okay, so here parts. Now here Suresh, Kumar, and then Valma. Okay, next one is Raj. Okay, Kumar, Raj, yeah, Raj, Kumar, Valma. Okay, Mahesh. So these are the three different types of variables are there. I want to join these three variables into one variable only. Then how can we do that? So that purpose here we have printed all these three. Now I want to join these three only. Data AF, set AA. So here I am creating a new variable. What is my new variable? Name. Name is my new variable. Now I want to join all these three into one column only. So already I said by using pipe symbols we can concatenation purpose only. F name is my first variable. I use the two pipe symbol. M name is a second variable. I use the two pipe symbol. Last one is a L name is a last column. I use the pipe symbol. Then running. What is purpose of this means? By using this data AF, then run it on. When I am submitting this one, we can see the F name, M name, L name, and extra one more column that is a name only. Now you can see here totally three variables. One more variable is a name only. You can see the name Suresh Kumar Verma, Raj Kumar Verma, Mahesh Kumar Verma. We have printed only all these three values under name column only. Now you can see Raj and Kumar separated by more than 3 or 4 spaces. Kumar and Verma also separated by more than 3 spaces only. Why more than 3 spaces means, what is the default variable length here? 8 bytes only. But you can see the Kumar only 5 bytes. Remaining 3 are trailing blank spaces only. Those blank spaces are also countable. Raj only 3 bytes. But you can see here Raj after Raj letter, you can see the 5 trailing blank spaces only. Now here I don't want multiple blank spaces. I need only one trailing blank spaces only. Then how can we do that? Anyone?
By using combo, sir.
So here if I am using trim of name, what will happen here? Trim of name. Here also I am using trim of name. Remove here also I am using trim of M name. Last one also I am using trim of L name only. What is the purpose of this? Anybody? We can remove it.
Trailing blank spaces.
Trailing blank spaces. So here all these are trailing blank spaces. All these are trailing blank spaces. I am removing the all trailing blank spaces. Then when I submitting this one, you can see there is no space also. Why there is no space? Because we remove the all. Which blank space? I don't want like this. At least I need one space only. So here trim is better, or strip is better, or combo is better, or compress is better. Anybody?
Tomball, sir.
Yes. So here I am using CYMPBN. So here also I am using CYMPBN. Here also I am using CYMPBN. That's one. Now please submit this one. When I submit it, now you can see here Suresh space Kumar space Varma, Raj space Kumar space Varma. Here I am using the pipe symbols. Pipe symbols is useful for concatenation purpose. On top of that, I am using combo function for each and every column wise. So pipe symbol. What is the purpose of pipe symbol? By using pipe symbol, especially okay, concatenation purpose. Now here name 2. One more. For anybody, please let me know. I want to combine all these columns, but while joining these columns, each and every column must be separated by column values are separated by dash symbol only, dash. Then how can we do that? Anybody? I want to join these 3 columns into one column, but in my results I want to see the dash value instead of the single space. I want to see the dash.
Single column dash.
Sorry. F name, pipe symbol, M name, pipe symbol. Next one is a L name. Let please, if I am submitting this one, we can see the multiple blank spaces in between. I need only dash only. I don't want any space.
In between
No,
absence and M, we can use dash.
No. Here pipe symbol. In between I am using which one here? Dash. Again I am using which one?
M name.
M name.
Again I am using.
Dash.
L name dash.
So see this is here F name, M name, L name. In between I am using which one here? In between pipe symbols I am using
Dash.
dash. Dash also joining purpose only. So but when I am submitting this one, mute please, mute. So you can see the after Suresh you can see the 2 trailing blank spaces. After Raj you can see the 5 trailing blank spaces. After Mahesh also you can see the 2 trailing blank spaces. Then in this scenario, combo is good or trim is good? Anybody? Combo is good or trim is good?
Trim, sir, because it was separated by blank already.
Yes, exactly. So it's separated by already dash only, dash. Now I don't want any space only. I want to remove the all trailing blank spaces. Then we have to use on top of that which function? Trim function only. So here also we have to use trim of M name only. So here also we have to use trim of last name only. Last name. Now fine. Now I am submitting this one. When I am submitting, you can see it here. Concentrate and name 2. So now you can see here. Concentrate and name 2. Here only one single space. Okay, but you can see here. Instead of this space, values are separated by dash only. So by using 2 pipe symbols in between, we can use any symbol, not only dash. What is the purpose of pipe symbol? Concatenation purpose only. This is one. Anybody, any doubt here, please let me know. Clear means I will go for our, instead of the pipe symbols, do we have any other function to concatenation purpose? Means yes, we have one function is there, that is a cat function. What is the purpose of cat? So same thing, I will go for concentrate and AE only. Here data AG, set AE only. Here I am giving name is equal to cat. Cat is a one function. By using cat function, how many arguments are there? 3. F name, comma. Next one is a M name, comma. Next one is a L name. These 3. So each and every argument must be separated by comma. Don't use any space here because this is a function. Inside the function, all arguments separated by commas only. Then commit only. Now I am submitting this one. When I am submitting this one, you can see here, name is my variable, Suresh Kumar Verma, Raj Kumar Verma, Mahesh Kumar Verma, we have printed. But I don't want multiple blank spaces. I need only single blank spaces only. Then which function is useful here? Again?
Compound.
So here I use the each and every column wise, I use the compound function. But on top of that, first I am using compound function. First I am using cat function. I have concatenated 3 values, but I have observed in my results more than one single space is there. I want to remove, on top of this results, I want to remove the single blank spaces only. I want to remove the all blank spaces, but I need only single blank spaces. On top of this, I am using only one function, compound function only. So then run it this one. When I am running this one, you can see here, now only one blank spaces is there. There is no more than one blank spaces here, because I use the compound first cat function. Cat is used for concatenating for all values at a time only. After concatenated, if you observe more than one space in between, okay, I need only one space only, then we have to use compound function. That's only. Anybody any doubt, just let me know. Next one. Here or anybody any doubt?
Clear, sir.
So cat T. T stands for the, what is the purpose of cat function? By using cat function, concatenation purpose. T stands for the trim only. Trim means indirectly cat function, trim function, both are in one function only. While adding, is there any column values as trailing blank spaces, we can remove them by using cat T function only. So when I submitting this one, you can see here concentrated name and name 2. After Suresh, there is no trailing blank spaces. After Raj, there is no trailing blank spaces, because I use the, instead of the cat function, I use the cat T only. What is the purpose of cat T? By using cat T function, at a time, concatenation purpose, and at a time, we can remove the trailing blank spaces by using cat T only. That purpose will be used the cat T. I want to concatenate and I want to remove the trailing blank spaces for each and every column. Then you can use the cat T also. Next one is a cat S. S stands for the strip only. Cat stands for the concatenation. S stands for the strip, means is there any value as leading blank spaces and trailing blank spaces. Now I want to add all these values at a time, but is there any value has leading and trailing blank spaces? I want to remove them. Then you can use the cat S is a better function. Only we can complete the task in one function only. We are adding and we are removing all leading and trailing blank spaces. That purpose will be used the cat S function. Anybody any doubt, just let me know. Next one is a cat X. What is the stands for X only? I want to join all these 3 columns at a time, but while joining, I want to separate my first column and second column and third column separated by dash only, dash. Then how can we do that? So in the first argument, please mention by using which operator if you want to separate these columns only. I want to use the dash only. Dash is my operator. Okay, I want to separate by using this dash operator. I want to separate all these 3 columns only. Now please mention. Now concentrate on name P. Cat X. It is a combination of cat S also, which means is there any column value having leading and trailing blank spaces, we can remove those spaces also by using cat X function. At the same time, whatever symbol we have mentioned in the first argument, first position, by using this symbol, we can separate it by first name, mid name and last name separated by dash only. Now I am submitting this one. When I submit it, you can see here name 3, Suresh and Kumar Verma, Raj Kumar Verma separated by dash only. That purpose will be used the cat X. So here this one and this one both are same only. But here multiple times each and every column wise print function is required, pipe symbols required, in between single quotes dash is required. But here only one time dash is, that is in first argument. Next one is a cat X, first name, middle name, last name. So clinical side, especially if while creating unique subject ID column, if while attending clinical classes, you can get more idea how to create the unique subject ID column. At that time, we have to add 3 columns here: study ID, subject ID, and site ID. 3 columns required only. Those 3 columns we have added at a time and separated by dash only. Dash is a mandatory. Each and every column value separated by dash only. So that is very important for clinical domain. Okay, in the clinical domain, each and every domain wise, I mean DM is a one domain, CM is a one domain, AE is a one domain. Those are the data sets only. Each and every data set wise, we have to inside our coding, I mean while creating the DM data set, we have to add it 3 columns only. Same as while creating the AE data set adverse event, we have to add the 3 columns only. Those 3 columns are must be separated by dash symbol only. That purpose you can use the cat X function, or you can use the pipe symbols along with the tool function. Depends on your coding skills. Okay, these are the space related. Tomorrow I will go for separate compress and 3 more functions are there. I will complete those 3 functions, and compress function I will complete. Tomorrow is the last class for character functions only. So anybody, any doubt, please let me know. Yeah, whatever we have discussed today, very very important for in your real time scenarios, whether there is a clinical or banking or retail or insurance, any domain, these functions are very useful in your real time project only. So doubt or clear? Go for procedure step. Okay, so